Hey, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. This is going to be somewhat of a land back off of the brother, of the elder brother, Ayashama. We went into the morning news about government shutdowns and stuff. Because things, people minds are being ready for this. People minds are being ready for this. And it's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. Because look, even though. Let me get that scripture first. Then I'll get to what I want to explain. It'd be best if I get that scripture first. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Listen. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Yeah. Now, Esau blessing is the sword where he got all this technology, he got all this warfare he can go with you. He can use against you. But look, not only those, but look, the minds of the people, the minds of these people, because look, Esau, your mind is getting sharpened against you. Why? Because think about it. Each time something happen, what they say is Jake. It's Jake. Be it Ephraim or be it Ephraim, so-called Mexicans or so-called Negroes. It'd be like, what? The usual suspects. What? These people are animals. What else? What else? These people, they are nothing. They do nothing good. This is what they put out in the media and share amongst each other. So what's this happening? What's happening? Their minds are being sharpened against you. Their minds are being sharpened against you. You is at the forefront of their mind. Like they said, when things go down, who they want to get at? They want to get at you. They want to get at the so-called tough guy. They want to get at the so-called, the good singer, to see how good you are. They want to get at the people who've been complaining about slavery. They want to get at the people who said, it's going to be just for them to go into slavery. They want to get back at the people who constantly pointing them out for being a demon on the earth, making them look bad. These people's minds are being sharpened against the 12 tribes of Israel. And they're gonna be used. They gonna say F it. They're gonna show them horns and they gonna get busy. Listen, I'm gonna read this again. Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my sons, every tree. Should you be playing around when this man is gearing up? You see, this man is becoming more patriarchal. I mean, not patriarchal, more, what's that word I'm looking for? I forgot the word I'm looking for, but they becoming more prideful, more prideful in their own pride, in their own race. I mean, they become more prideful in their own race, in their own accomplishments. You know, they like, so what, or they say, so what if we put black folks in slavery? So what we got in better schools? So what if we benefited off them? So what? You know. But it's mainly against his truth, and they hate hearing it. They hate hearing that their time is coming. They hate hearing that their kingdom is at the end. So this man is about to be swung. He's about to start swinging his blessing. Yahweh Shemal Shai finna start swinging Esau. He gonna use that to swing Esau at 2/3 of our people. Listen to this. Cause it's not just gonna be against Jake, mainly gonna be against Jake, but everybody finna get it. Listen to this. Listen. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, and against city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Yahweh Shemal Shai is the one who's doing the sharpening. Yahweh Shemal Shai is the one that's doing the sharpening. He's sharpening these people's minds. To get ready for a fight, to get ready to get down and grinding and nasty. He's getting these people's minds ready. Especially Esau. Everybody is starting to go to their own people. Everybody start to pointing the fingers. Everybody's starting to get, everybody's in this adversary-like state, Everybody's in that war state. In the ancient world, the main tool used in the war was a sword, A sword is being sharpened, And people who think it's just gonna be peace, nah, it ain't gonna be no peace. It ain't gonna be no peace, It ain't gonna be no peace until your house shot returns. Listen to this. This is Luke chapter 12. Verse 53, listen. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You hear that? I'm gonna read up. I want to read up. Listen. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 52. Listen. Suppose ye that I've come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay. He said, no, but the rather division. From henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. People are, This is people's minds are being sharpened for war, for battle, for adversity. Why? Because that's a military tactic. You know, if they find each other, they can't. If they find each other, they can be easily taken down. Was that a house divided against itself cannot stand? You know. So yeah, a sword is being sharpened. Esau with his weaponry, and the minds of the people. The minds of the people are being sharpened. Esau has his weaponry, and everybody's ready to go. You know, everybody's ready to lose it. It just takes like that Batman movie title, and there's the comics. Just one bad day. All it takes is just one bad day. And that nasty stuff is gonna hit the fan, you know? So that's why you need to remain praying, remain calm, remain praying. We all can all use this, you know. Pray for more patience. You know, pray not to have your anger overtake you. You know, be slow to wrath. You know. Quick to speak, slow to wrath. Paraphrasing. You know, we need to use wisdom because this warlike energy is going to take over the minds of the people. You know, and we need to remain calm. You know, so we won't be caught up in anything. You know. So with that, I hope you're satisfied. Again, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. To be honest to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.